I want to start this video off with a full game spoiler warning. If you've not completed Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, I suggest that you come back to this video after you've done so. In this video, I'll be covering the current strategy for the free category of Lost in a Dark Dream. If you want more background on this guide series, I'll have a link in the description to the first video in the series where I talk more about the structure of the series. I'll also have other useful links for mechanics and other general information in the description, as well as a link to a Pastebin with a written version of the build and strategy that I'll be covering in this video. Additionally, I'd like to make a note about this TA in particular. The strategy shown in this video is extremely luck dependent. However, because it's significantly different from the other primary strategy while being over a second faster, I will not be covering both in this video as I did with the glitchless category for Lost in a Dark Dream. Instead, I will provide a link to the guide for the outdated strategy in case people want to run that strategy instead. With that out of the way, let's get into the build. The primary character that we're going to be using for this time attack is going to be Shulk. We're going to be running the Monado 3 with Electric Plus, Attack Stability, and Attack Plus, as well as 2 Ether Up gems, Haste from the Glory Gauntlets, Strength Up, and Quick Step. The main thing that we want in Shulk is to have as much ether damage as possible. The main source of damage for this time attack is going to be using Cannon Drones 2 off of Shulk, so we're running Electric Plus gems, as well as Attack Plus Attack Stability, and some ether increasing gems. On Dunban, we're going to be running the Wyvern Cutlass with Weapon Power, Ether Defense Down, and First Attack Plus, as well as 2 Strength Up gems, Haste from the Glory Gauntlets, Initial Tension, and Quick Step. The final character is going to be Charlotte, and she's going to be running the exact same thing as Dunban with the Endless Rifle, Weapon Power, Ether Defense Down, First Attack Plus, 2 Strength Up gems, Haste from the Glory Gauntlets, Initial Tension, and Quick Step. The reason why we're running First Attack Plus on Dunban and Charlotte might seem a bit odd, but we're actually doing this so that their initial auto attack does a little bit more damage. This will make sure that the Cannon Drones 2 from Shulk does kill the Mammoth, assuming everything goes well. Additionally, we're choosing Charlotte as the third party member because she can attack the Mammoth without having to move from the starting position. This means that we won't have to wait for her to auto attack the Mammoth, which will increase the chances that we will be able to get a fast time. For the arts, on Shulk all you need is Magnum Charge, and on the Monado palette you're going to need Cannon Drones 2 in the middle. The rest of Shulk's arts don't matter, and Magnum Charge should be leveled up to level 12. The arts for both Dunban and Charlotte don't matter as long as they don't have any arts that they will use at the start of battle. For example, Charlotte should not have Peerless on her art palette. Now I'll go ahead and just scroll through the skills real quickly and you can copy them as you desire. Worth mentioning is that we are running Vital Force on Shulk. This is how we're going to be getting the talent gauge built in order to use Cannon Drones 2 on the Mammoth. All of the other skills across all 3 characters are just simply to increase our damage as much as possible. With all that out of the way though, let's go ahead and get into the video review section of this video. In this section of the video, I'm going to be talking through my current PB as of the time of recording this. So execution-wise, this time attack is pretty simple. There are a few nuances to the way that you move at the start of it, but overall this isn't very important in the grand scheme of things, so I won't really be focusing on that. Essentially, at the start of the time attack, you're going to want to walk forward slightly with Shulk, and quickly target the Mammoth and use Magnum Charge. After this, you're going to want to walk forward within auto attack range of the Mammoth and mash your talent art so that you can use Cannon Drones as quickly as possible. This is something else I'm going to make a note of as it comes up, but we can go ahead and start watching the video. So at the start, I walk forward slightly and I use Magnum Charge, and something that's worth mentioning is that I get the Ether Up buff from Melia's skill link. This is very important, and you do need this Ether Up buff to kill. If you do not get the Ether Up buff from the start of battle, you need to restart the time attack because Cannon Drones will not kill without it. So I walk up to the Mammoth, auto attack, and Vital Force activates, and I'm able to kill it with Cannon Drones 2. So like I said, a pretty simple TA execution-wise, but it is very luck reliant. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I'll restate it here. I will have a link in the description for the old strategy if anyone wants to run that instead. With all that out of the way, though, I think that's about all I have to say, so I do hope that you found this video useful or interesting, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.